Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, feel free to comment down below as well. So today we are going to be talking about a general warm-up routine before you start playing. It can be acoustic guitar, electric guitar, pretty much any general stringed instrument where both your hands are moving a lot, and you really do, it does really help if you warm up a little bit before you start going. So the first thing that we're going to do is just get some blood flowing into basically your forearms and fingers. And it's pretty simple to do this. I actually saw another gentleman on YouTube doing something similar. But basically what you ought to do is just take your arm and just kind of, do a little bit of pressure and just do it up and down, your entire arm. And basically what this is doing, you can go on your hand too a little bit if you want, massage your fingers, blah, blah, blah. Basically what this is doing is you are creating blood flow to your forearm and to your hand in preparation for playing the guitar. And we're going to do this, both arms, for, I don't know, you can maybe do 20, 30 seconds an arm. You pretty much do it as much as you feel fit for the most part, but at least do it for probably 20 seconds, I would say. Next, we're going to go on to our hand, and all we're going to do is, as you can see, all I'm doing is massaging all the joints between the fingers. There's 3 parts to each finger, 2 parts on the thumb. Obviously, you know this. And I'm just going to each point, kind of massaging them a little bit, get the blood flow going, thumb too. And then you can just shake it out too once in a while. Shake it out. That also gets your blood flow. And I'm going to do this hand as well. Do both hands. And then you can also do a little, a couple pressure points on your palm, massage the back of your hand, etc. like that. Next, what we're going to do is a little bit of stretching. So basically what you do is you one finger at a time, take your other hand, do a little bit of pressure. And you're probably going to feel this in your forearm. You're probably going to feel this in your finger. Now, don't go back to the point of hurting yourself. Just go back to the point where you feel some pressure, but you're not hurting yourself. You'll know fairly quick if you're hurting yourself. And we're going to do this all 5 fingers, including the thumb, even the sideways. And then we're going to do it to the other hand as well. And maybe hold these for, I don't know, 5-10 seconds each, somewhere around there, as long as you see fit. And a lot of this you're going to be feeling right in here, this part of your arm. So next, basically, we are doing the same thing, and yep, you can shake it out as much as you want in the process. And then we're going to be going down with each finger, like this. Just down, pressure down, pressure down, pressure down, pressure down. And some people, their thumb can't go that far. That's okay. I'm double jointed in my thumbs, so don't worry about that. Pressure down, pressure down, pressure down. And next, the big stretch. The big 2 stretches, I like to call it, where you take, if you can get your thumb in there, that's cool too, but you're probably going to mainly get this 4 fingers. And basically what you do is you just take one hand and put pressure. And this is going to give you a lot of pressure in your forearm. As you can see, my hand is shaking a little bit from the side, if you can see it. And then we are going to do the same with the other arm. As you can see, shaking a little bit. That's all right. And then we are going to go down. It's pretty much same thing, except down. And then we're going to do this as well. And then, as I said, you just keep shaking it out as much as you would like. And then next, we are going to do some warm-up exercises on the guitar. So I'm going to change the camera angle so that way you can see what I'm doing on the guitar. Alright, so I got my LTD H251 FM here, new guitar I recently got, and I'm going to show you guys just some general warm-up routines that you can do on the neck of your guitar to get yourself ready for your set list, your song, your general practicing, etc. The first one I typically do is just called the 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise. Very simple. Basically, this is all you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I usually do this till about maybe the 12th fret or so. I mean, you can go as far as you want to warm yourself up. And then you can get slower, faster, kind of however you want to do it. This is also a great alternate picking exercise because you're going, you know, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down with the picking. And basically what that means is, so this is a down, up, 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 down, up. And then when we go back, we start with an up pick. So up, down, 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 up, down. And basically you're just doing that. As I said, I usually go to about the 12th fret, but you can go as far as you want if you want to go down the entire neck of the guitar, depending on how fast you are. Doesn't really matter, but this is just a good way to, you know, get your fingers moving, get your hand positioned in a way where you are perfectly fine with playing the guitar. And then there's a couple other techniques you can do with this 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise if you still want to do a little bit more warming up, but typically I just do this and then I go into chords. And then what you can do is if you want to continue with this just for, you know, alternate picking sake and finger motion, is you can do like 1, 2, 3, like up, so down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. See, I even messed it up because I haven't done that in a while. But then you can also do like 1, 2, 4. As I saw, 1, 3, 4. You can do 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, etc. And that basically helps you warm up and get you used to your alternate picking again. The next thing I like to go into is just some chords. Usually I just do like a G, D, C type situation. And just, you know, and I'm just strumming. And you're just going through different chords, strumming, you know, getting your strumming hand warmed up. And just go whatever chords you know that are in the same general area, you can just do that. Then just practice your power chords. Everybody's using power chords. And basically you're just going up and down the neck to warm on. The next thing you can do is if you're using a lot of bar chords is just warm up with some of your bar chords. So I'm just going to throw an F up. And then I will just position it and pick through all. And make sure that I'm pressing down hard enough to do it. Easy way also to do bar chords where you're not hurting your hand is basically you're making your arm floppy. So you go like this, you kind of drop your shoulder, flop your arm, because you don't want to put too much pressure on your thumb because it's going to start hurting like an SOB right in between your two fingers. So basically you want to use as much pressure from your fretting hand, from your fingers, as possible and try to use the thumb a little bit less. The thumb should be positioned about middle of the neck or so where you find comfortable. Bar chords are really hard to do with the thumb wrapped around. If you have a really huge hand, you might be able to do that. I personally don't, but... And then if you want to get into more increment stuff, maybe find a song you like, play that. You know, you can do like something like Plush. You can play a couple of warm-up songs, you know, something fast, do like a little scale. But yeah, that's basically all there is to it. Basically, the reason behind this is because typically you will mess up if you don't warm up a little bit before you start playing like a live show or a gig. And the first song for your set list, it never hurts to play through it a little bit unplugged. So say your first song that you're going for is like Damn It or something, you know, just sit there with the guitar unplugged and play through it. And that's really all you got to do to get yourself warmed up, ready to go for your gig, ready to go for your practice, etc. Also, obviously, make sure the guitar is in tune before you start playing. That definitely helps. So there you have it. That's my kind of general warm-up practice routine on the guitar. A lot of the songs that I learn and play, I get primarily from YouTube videos, or I do Songster or Ultimate Guitar Tab. The only issue with that is sometimes you do see incorrect tablature, which kind of sucks. But you get the general gist of the song. For instance, I was playing Last Resort from Papa Roach. I've been playing that in standard forever. I never realized the song was in drop D. So basically, I just had to relearn the entire song for my band. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I highly recommend warming up before you start playing guitar. You can do some bigger body stretches too. I would recommend, especially if you are moving heavy equipment and you are on the older side. No offense to older people, but a good stretch helps you from no pain tomorrow, as opposed to you don't stretch, you hear a pop, and you're going to be hurting like an SOB for a week. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.